Hey everyone, I'm Steph.
And I'm Key.
And welcome to Steph and Key TV.
Steph and Key TV.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps our channel. And please let us know what you thought of today's video in the comments below. Alright, so we are watching The Challenge. This is the finale.
So part one.
Or part one, yeah. So we're watching The Challenge, season 36, episode 18. Let's get into it.
Let's see what happens.
So excited. All right, so it is time for the final. Everyone's so excited. They come back from the crater. They are celebrating. We get an early club quarantine, and they are partying in their best outfits.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, like they look great. Everybody's dancing, having a good time.
CT's talking about Kyle's finger, and he was like...
They just showed him doing the finger thing.
Like,
immediately, I was like, Kyle.
Kyle's finger. I'm like, really, CT? And he's like, did you see his finger?
He didn't even say anything.
It just showed a panic
music.
shot.
And him like, and I was like, Kyle, let's mess it up. Let's mess it up. You know, Kyle is pissed watching this.
He's like, what are you doing, CT?
But what accent was that?
I tried to get my Kyle accent. It didn't work out too well.
But everyone's having a good time. Amber is talking to CT about like, this is the first time they've ever been partners. So they're like just trying to pump each other up. CT's like, Amber's got good endurance. I'll do the puzzle. Yeah, he's like, I'll do the puzzle stuff since she's horrible. And he'll eat all the stuff. So like they're good to go. Corey and Cam are hyping each other up, you know, just like really letting each other know like we're gonna like get it together and we're gonna like win this thing. Fessy's like talking to Corey. Talking about, you know, we're a different breed. And it's just like blah, blah, blah. And like listening to him talk to Corey and stuff. At first I was just like, because I'm still pissed about like the Nelson thing. So I was like, Corey, you're a traitor. Like, how can you be talking to him and be friends with him after what he did? Then cut to Corey's confessional. He's like, I haven't forgotten what Fessy did.
I forget what you did to my boy. Right? I'm coming for you.
He's like, I want to beat everybody.
But I really want to beat Fessy.
Yeah, he especially wants to get him. And I'm like, good. That's the kind of focus I need you to have because you should never forget what he did to Nelson. And I just really hope that, I hope that, you know, I'm rooting for Leroy or...
Pretty much we're rooting for everybody but Fessy.
Yeah. But I would love for Leroy to win because this is last season. Yeah. And Cam still has, like, more seasons to go. So I feel like I really want Leroy to win. Nany and Leroy are just talking about how, like, you know, they're, you know, super excited to be going to the final. We get a flashback of like Leroy talking his confessional about how like they first met in real world Las Vegas, and we see how like young they look and stuff. So that was fun. But I'm super excited, super pumped. And I don't know. I just really want Leroy to win. I just really do.
I feel like all the teams are really good. They have their pros and their cons, but I feel like. Honestly, just going like just what we've seen in the past when it comes to finals, maybe not the most recent ones because they seemed a little lame, but the more like, you know, final, like, you know, they're doing like a 10-mile or 20-mile like type final and all that good stuff. Like, I feel like everybody has like a really good chance of winning because like, you know, the only person, the least experienced person there is Amber. And like, I feel like because like she has good endurance and CT can help with the puzzles and pretty much everything else. Like, yeah, it's just like, just go. So, like, I feel like they could be a really strong team. Everybody else, I feel like, is a really strong team. So, yeah, we'll definitely see what's going to happen.
It's final time. Let's do that again.
Get a little too excited.
It's final time. Woo! They're, like, up early. They're ready. They're getting their stuff. They go meet TJ. TJ said this is going to be super tough. As we all know, finals are exhausting.
True.
And just terrible. But... TJ said that after it's going to be 2 missions, and if whoever comes in last for this first mission doesn't complete it in the fastest time, is immediately gone. And everybody's like, oh crap, super worried. And going on to the second mission, there's going to be first, second, and third. If you come in third, zero. Which we're used to seeing. It's been a while since we've seen like first, second, and third prize money, which I really miss because I miss them getting money. Yeah. Like all of them. If you complete it, I feel like you should get something.
Right.
But like second place gets 100,000 to split.
Split between the two partners.
So it's like at least something.
50K a piece.
At least something, right? Because I missed that. But and so that takes, so first place is splitting 900,000.
Which is 450 a piece.
Right. So they took the 100,000 from the million pot and they're giving it to second place. I mean, which kind of sucks. I'm like, just give the first place $1 million to split. Like, really? They're so cheap. MTV is so cheap. Like, all this money you make off of the challenge. But anyways, so at least second place is getting something. First place, you're still getting a lot of money. So I'm excited for them. So I'm like, come on, Leroy and Cam, like first, second, like let's do it.
First and second, y'all can walk away 500K.
And if it was like third place money, I'd be like, come on, CT, get third place. Because I have so many favorites.
Everybody but Fessy.
Yeah, and it just sucks that all three of them can't win money. Because I would really like that. But let's get started. I'm super excited for this final. Pumped. I know they're not, but let's get to it.
Oh, and I also like the fact, so when everybody got there, they have these custom jackets, and you can see their gold skulls on the top of their challenge logo. So I thought that was pretty dope. Nice memorabilia that they can have for, even if they lose.
Pretty cool. And nobody else will have that, so that's really cool. Leroy gets emotional, and it makes me emotional. I just want him to win so bad. All right, go ahead.
So TJ starts off, and he's like, all right, we're going to start off with a 3-mile run on rough terrain, and there's possibility of hurricanes. So, somebody might get swept up by a hurricane.
Really? A hurricane?
Just swooped on away. And it's like, all right, you're out.
Can't finish the challenge. I'm gone. All right, so the teams are kind of neck and neck. At first, it was just Leroy in the lead, and then Fessy took over. Casey caught up, and then CT and Amber caught up, and with this rocky terrain, it's mostly Amber and CT in the front, and Casey and Fessy behind them, then Corey and Cam and Nany and Leroy in fourth place. And I'm like, Nany, get it together, girl. Do not cause Leroy to lose this. So they are going through the rocky terrain, and it kind of is like an equalizer because it keeps them close. Everybody's stumbling and stuff. But once they get there, now we're going, TJ arrives and he announces that
in his little gold truck.
all leisurely, just shows up. And he announces that they're going to have to do the same challenge that they did at the very beginning of this season, where you have to race up the hill, get the capsule and decode, run back down and decode with the wires. It's the fastest time for the guys and the girls, and whoever wins has a super major advantage at the end of this. And then we know whoever loses this mission, I feel this is the one, right, where they're going to go home.
Maybe. I don't know. I think they might end up going through some more stuff.
Maybe.
We still got a good bit of time left in the episode, so.
Yeah, we'll see. So
I think there might be at least another run in there before, or another part of the challenge.
But we'll see.
Yeah. So that was intense.
Yeah, they run up there.
So the guys go first.
And Fessy and CT and all of them are just
on top of each other, trying to look at the code,
just
look
beasts,
at the capsule.
ripping it from each other, hiding it, throwing it, tossing it, flinging each other. I'm like, oh my gosh, just look at it. They're fighting over it. CT and Fessy were fighting over it a lot. Corey and Fessy were fighting over it a little bit, and Fessy tossed it, and then Corey pushed him. I would have pushed him too. And just being grimy, all of them to get the decode for the colors. And Leroy is the one person who I don't want to win is CT because he's so good with puzzles, and we don't want him to have that advantage. And plus, he's won 3 times, 3 finals, and CT ends up winning.
Advantage, possibly.
So he has an advantage for the next checkpoint or something, right?
I don't know. He just said it was an advantage, but I think both teams have to win it in order to get the advantage. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. So we'll see.
The girls are about to go next, so we'll see what happens.
All right, so I was wrong. It's not cutting the last person off now. It's gonna be after today. But Amber B
wins the second heat.
Yeah, I messed that up.
What?
All right, so the women are up just as fierce as the men. They're fighting over it, like trying to get
Not
it.
as bad, but
Yeah, well,
they were
Amber
a little
B
bit
got a little
more-
body slammed by Casey.
They were a little bit more cordial.
And like Casey calls check, but it's wrong, and then Amber B calls check, and it's right.
And
So
she's like, wait, what? Me?
Yeah.
Me?
So top team was CT and Amber, and they're the team that are together. So that's cool.
So TJ rounds them up, and then he's like, all right, so the top agent actually ended up being Amber B.
Yeah,
So
was
CT
top overall. So I was like,
right.
haha, Fessy.
So it ended up being between them, and then she got a really good,
Surprise
right.
advantage.
So, and she had the opportunity to change her partner. So she looks around, and Fessy's like, oh yeah, she might pick me. And he's like, no, she's not
Like,
gonna
Fessy,
pick
nobody
me.
wants you. You
He's
didn't
like-
even come in first. CT came in first in this round. Like, what are you talking
Only thing
about?
you're good at is running.
Right. She did not want you. So
So-
she looks at CT and she's like, you good with me? He's like, yep, I'm good. And
And
she
he's like, why wouldn't she pick me? I'm the best, most rounded. I don't know how you say it,
well-rounded player. And he's like, I don't mean you sound cocky, but duh.
but-
But so she sticks with CT, and everybody else is good to go. And I feel like they're a good team. They're gonna do well. CT's
Yeah.
a 3-time champ, and so that's it. And now we have like the rest of the day to go. So let's see the torture that awaits them. All right. So the next phase, they are gonna be released, and in the order they completed. So first, second, third, fourth. And now they have to run a 2-mile run to the next checkpoint. So I'm like, all this running, but we know this is part of the final. It's just like endurance. So
and it's on the coast, so like with the
and
hurricane
during a
situation-
hurricane,
so
they
it's
are
gonna
getting
be
the winds are like
wind
ripping through them.
resistance.
So
they're getting some wind resistance training right now.
I can't imagine what this run feels like for them. Just glad I don't have to do it.
Not looking good for Casey right now. So they hear a little rumor that she tore her ACL, and based on the way it,
Which is so frustrating. I hate when people give spoilers. I hate it. So, like, the whole time I'm like, does she tear, like, is it tear your ACL?
Yeah.
I was like, does she tear her ACL? Is she going to tear it? Hopefully that's not true. Maybe it's just a rumor. I mean, because you hear stuff. And
or you see stuff.
Yeah. And so, like, they're running, and like
She
it's
kinda,
still like
slides off on a rock, and like
Ugh.
it takes her leg with it, and
her knee pops out of place, and
yeah, it's not good. So,
everybody's just having to like run past her and leave her. At least like Cam and Corey like call for a medic, because it's just like I don't like it. Just seems like they have like their body cams, like they don't have like any other camera guys there.
Well,
So
because
like
that cliff is so
yeah,
narrow.
so like I mean, if nobody called for a medic, who knows how long she'd be like staying out there. So like
Yeah.
they call for a medic. The medic comes and she's just writhing in pain.
Yeah.
And Nani's like running past and she's like, I look at Fessy and all I can see in his face is like, ugh, she lost this for me. And he does look like that. He's not like trying to comfort her. He's not like, oh my God, are you okay? Like I can understand frustration of losing a final. Like that's a lot of money to lose. But like your partner's in pain.
True.
Like agony. Fessy is just like, can we get rid of him? I'm pretty sure he'll be back, but like, come on, can we agree that
No
we
attempt to
we
try to
don't want
carry
him
her.
back? We do not want him back.
He's coming back. You know he's coming back.
He's probably coming back. We didn't like. Come on, agree with me. You don't want him back, right? You don't,
Like,
right?
so, and just
Ugh.
rewind when we were talking about in the episode, like, you know, we don't want to see Fessy win, but like, not like this.
Yeah,
Like,
not like this. Jeez.
it's just like
I
you
was
know,
hoping. I really was hoping it was just a rumor, but
Yeah.
like it seems like it's true, and
they might be done. So, but
So-
we're still watching the episode, so we'll find
right,
out.
like we don't know what's gonna happen if she can get up. I doubt she's gonna be able to run. Like when your knees popping out like that and you're falling on the ground,
Especially on this type of terrain,
yeah, I just
it's not good.
It's yeah.
So everybody gets to the checkpoint, and the key unlocks some lovely deliciousness.
Time to eat. What do we have on the menu, Keon?
So we have what, ram testicles, I think was one. It says a liter of blood. It didn't say what kind of blood.
Yeah, so like I'm like, wait, what? Just a liter of blood.
And then it said sheep face, I think
Yep.
it said.
Yep.
So
Time to eat.
gotta eat it. Cam Kirk's out on Corey. He's like, eat. He's like, I am.
She's like, oh, sorry. She's in that killer
She
mode.
trying to. Well, that was eventful.
Ooh, so like they're all eating and throwing up. Casey just convinces the medic to like wrap her knee.
Mhm.
So like she's hobbling with Fessy kind of by her side, but hobbling to the next checkpoint while everyone else is eating and throwing up the leader of blood. It's disgusting. And so they finally get there. She starts eating. Fessy's just standing there. Immediately, I knew that he was like thinking, yep, he was like, well, her knee's jacked up. We're probably not going to win this. So what's the point of me eating? He's so disgusting. This is part of the final. You like go hard no matter what. Casey has whatever. Her knee is jacked up and she's still trying. And he's just standing there for like the longest time, not eating or doing anything. And she's like, come on. It's so.
Shout out to Leroy for calling him out. I won't say what he said, but
he called him out.
He called him out.
And like, so the rest of them are eating. Finally, CT and Amber end up completing in the fastest time. So they get a sabotage to put on somebody else. So of course, like Cam and Corey are like, put it on Fessy and Casey, right. And then even Leroy and like Leroy and Nany are like, don't put it on us, put it on Casey and Fessy. And Casey's like, I'm already at a disadvantage. Right. Leroy's like, so what? This is about $1 million.
Right. And then like CT had a good point. He's like, this could be a $900,000 decision.
So if I was him, I would go with either.
I'd probably go with Cam and Corey
or Leroy
and Nany. But I think Cam and Corey have like pose the biggest threat to them possibly winning. So like I would go with them and just be like, hey, like, you know, I love y'all, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
it just sucks. It's just like Leroy's like, this is the exact reason why I didn't want to let CT in the final, but like right. y'all let him in.
And he got a good situation because like Amber is a good runner.
She's keeping up and she's eating and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure like CT ate most of it, but she's still trying.
Right. So. Well, I think they still had to eat their own portions. Oh, so like I think they both got the same amount. So like she had to get through it just like him. Yeah. But I think by her seeing CT like doing stuff, it motivates her.
Yeah.
Because like she's not really known for doing puzzles, but she did that puzzle because she saw CT
crushing
do
it. Like they're a good team. Yeah. Like, they really are.
So like I don't know. I'm kind of like thinking they might win it, but like you know I'm hoping Cam or Corey or Leroy. And Nany, but like you know, Nany's not really like
she's not keeping up. She's letting me down. She's really letting me down. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, I want her. Maybe she's reserving some in the tank so she can get.
She better get it together because if she doesn't, then like all those times when you're like, nobody will like let me into a final. I can't get into the final. This will be the reason why. Like you're like last place. Come on.
Got to get that endurance. So.
She's frustrating me. Do not lose this for Leroy. But that's how this episode ends. There's a part 2, which I'm thankful for, so we can have a long final. But there's a part 2, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm still rooting for like Leroy or Cam, but CT's crushing it like his old days.
He's a 3-time champ, so
we'll see.
See if he'll get number 4.
But let us know what you thought of this episode in the comments below, and please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell so you're in the know when we release a new video, and subscribe. We would love to have you a part of Steph and Key TV. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.